Okay, so I'm looking at emails, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all let me show y'all this right here. Just a little bit. It's my workbook for my parents. I'm going through stuff, making sure everything is good. I told y'all I'd be working. Okay, so in the midst of me doing all the work and stuff, I came across an email that I missed. And recently I have been making sure to check my spam accounts because I had noticed that a lot of my good emails have been going to my spam. Why? I don't know. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let me look it up. And it said Happy New Year. So I was like, oh my God, because I got invited to do a speaking engagement. I know, right? Okay. So I'm very excited about it. I don't know. All of this is different for me. And I'm just like, oh my God. But I'm very thankful and I'm very blessed and I thank God for it. So this email came up and this is what the email said. It said, Happy New Year. Hey, Nanny Q. First, I want to thank you for sending me Dr. K's information. I've been seeing her for the last few months. She's an amazing doctor. Me and my husband started an open marriage 5 years ago because for some reason I just didn't have the urge to do it anymore. Our son is a sophomore in college and something just changed. I'm not for sure what it was. My drive went down. I felt like I was becoming depressed, like I was going through postpartum all over again. I started seeing Dr. K 2022 and everything has been doing good so far. In the midst of me and my husband doing an open marriage, he ended up finding a young lady that he actually likes. I had no problem with that, and I told him I was actually very excited for him. Because just because I am not doing it, and she didn't say doing it, she said effing him, doesn't mean he doesn't need to get effed sometimes. And I have been understanding about that. A little background, me and my husband have been together since we were teenagers. We actually bonded over trauma. We have been going through counseling and we have actually healed a lot from the things that our parents have done to us. It's very true. People do start relationships and marriages because they bond from trauma, and that was us. So when I came to my husband and told him that I think we need to try open marriage until I can figure out what is going on with my hormones, at first he was like, no. Then he decided that it was okay only if I get to do the same thing. He said he didn't want it to be a one-side thing. Last year, 2021, a young lady came to us and said that she wanted to be our partner. I had no problem with it. Her and my husband hit it off. She comes over for dinner. We have an amazing time. I always make sure to give them their privacy so they can talk or whatever they want to do. The rule of thumb, people can come over to the guest house in the back. They're not allowed in the main house and they're not allowed in our bedroom. She had been coming over for dinner in the guest house. We all would laugh and talk. I would leave after dinner so they could have their privacy, look at a movie, or get to Netflix and chilling. With us being together for so long, sometimes I understand that we both need something different. That's why we decided to do the open marriage. The end of 2022, the young lady told us that she was pregnant. Nanny Q, it has been downhill since then. She will send me text messages saying, I know you don't know he's here. He's been at my house, laying in my bed, sleep all day. I think it's because of this pregnancy. All he wants to do is sleep. Here are the text messages below of a few of the responses that I've said to her. So the young lady texted and the wife responded, sweetheart, I have his location. I know exactly where he is. He's actually tired because he's been standing on his feet at the hospital for the last 18 hours. This weekend he was on call. That's why he's exhausted. Please make sure that he takes his That baby texts her, please make sure that he takes his vitamins because he has to do another double. Also, make sure to limit his caffeine. When he gets like this, he always urges for caffeine, and he knows what it does to his stomach. Not her leaving instructions. Okay? So, the young lady sends me a voice. The young lady sends me a voice recording. It doesn't sound like my husband. However, she constantly keeps calling this man my husband. I wish I could send you the voice recording, but I let my husband hear it, and this is his response to her. So it's a screenshot of what the husband said to the girl. And the husband's like, hey, I don't know who voice that is on the screen recording, but please stop sending my wife things like this, making her think that it's something serious between me and you. You understood your role when you decided to take it. A part of the NDA that you signed, you stated you would not post any pictures of me on your social media because you go to school with our son. 2, I don't need people knowing that I am with you because of my political ties. Also, please make sure to respect my wife at all times. She's the one that is allowing us to be together. If you decide that you're going to constantly keep disrespecting her, I'm going to have to terminate our agreement and make sure you no longer get an allowance. My wife has bent over backwards to make sure you're happy. She also makes sure that you have all the food that you like at the pool house, and you still want to be disrespectful. You will never get us on different terms, and you'll never get us on separate pages. She is not only my wife, but my soulmate and my best friend. So please stop playing the games. And then it's another screenshot. And the girl sends him a text saying, I think it'll be better if my name was Mrs. with their last name. How do you think that look, me and you? And it's a picture of her writing their names together. He sends back a LOL. You must not be on your meds today. I'm gonna make sure to talk to your doctor to see if it's still safe for you to take your medicine while you're pregnant. The last text. Hey, with this pregnancy, we would like for you to sign this NDA. Also, we have included tuition reimbursement, and we have an allowance for you. We have a house that's available, so you don't have to pay rent the first 5 years. All we ask is that you do not have male company spend the night, and you don't allow anybody to move in since we are fitting the bill. That's what they say, fitting the bill. I guess they meant footing the bill. Her response, if all you can give me is tuition reimbursement and a lousy $3,500 a month, I'll see you guys in court. I know I'll get more than that. With your job and your wife career, I could probably get $10K a month. See you in court. She knows she ain't gonna. I ain't gonna say nothing. But that's the email I just got.